Jai Shri Mataji. We can all collectively bow down and give ourselves collective bandhan. We can all put our right hand on our heart. Keeping all our ego and conditionings aside. We can all humble down. And pray, Shri Mataji, please come into our hearts. Please open our hearts so that we can worship you. We can adore you. Shri Mataji, we all have gathered here to do the collective meditation. Please grant us your divine permission to meditate collectively at your divine lotus feet. We all desire to rise higher in our spiritual ascent and to become yogis as you want us to be. Shri Mataji, please grant us your permission to meditate. We keep our right hand on our lap and we say the three Maha Mantras followed by Shri Ganesha's mantra.
त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
We can now offer some bhajans at the lotus feet of Shri Mataji.
जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक, तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। चार भुजाधारी मस्तक सिंदूरी रूप निराला, तू चार भुजाधारी मस्तक सिंदूरी रूप निराला। है मूषक वाहन तेरो, तू ही जग का रखवाला। है मूषक वाहन तेरो, तू ही जग का रखवाला। तेरी सुंदर मूरत मन में, तेरी सुंदर मूरत मन में। तू बालक सिद्धि विनायक, तू बालक सिद्धि विनायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। मन मंदिर का अंधियारा, तेरे नाम से हो जियारा। मन मंदिर का अंधियारा, तेरे नाम से हो जियारा। तेरे नाम की ज्योति जली तो मन में बहती सुख धारा। तेरे नाम की ज्योति जली तो मन में बहती सुख धारा। तेरो सुमिरन हर पूजन में, तेरो सुमिरन हर पूजन में। सबसे पहले फलदायक, सबसे पहले फलदायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरे नाम को जिसने ध्याया, उस पर रहती सुख छाया। तेरे नाम को जिसने ध्याया, उस सुख छाया। मेरे रोम रोम अंतर में एक तेरा रूप समाया। मेरे रोम रोम अंतर में एक तेरा रूप समाया। तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने, तेरी महिमा तू ही जाने। शिव पार्वती के बालक, शिव पार्वती के बालक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक, तेरी छवि अति सुंदर सुखदायक। जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक, जय गणपति वंदन गणनायक। तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। तुझको तेरा हर बच्चा प्यारा, तुझको तेरा हर बच्चा प्यारा। रावण हो या राम, रावण हो या राम। माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। राम ने पाप निवारण करने, राम ने पाप निवारण करने। रावण पापी को संहारा, पाप निवारण करने राम ने पाप निवारण करने रावण पापी को सहारा रावण रूपी पाप तूने हटाकर रावण रूपी पाप तूने हटाकर हमरा राम सवारा माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। पाप से घृणा पापी से प्यार पाप से घृणा पापी से प्यार ये साकी शिक्षा है पाप से घृणा पापी से प्यार पाप से घृणा पापी से प्यार ये साकी शिक्षा है प्यार से पापी को पुनीत कर दो प्यार से पापी को पुनीत कर दो ये तेरी दीक्षा है माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। राम रहीम शाम शमीम राम रहीम शाम शमीम दोनों ही तेरी आँखों के तारे राम रहीम शाम शमीम राम रहीम शाम शमीम दोनों ही तेरी आँखों के तारे फिर ये जगत में भेद भाव कैसा फिर ये जगत में भेद भाव कैसा सब हैं तेरे दुलारे माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। प्यार का सागर माँ तू प्यार का सागर माँ फिर भी मानव क्यों प्यासा है फिर भी मानव क्यों प्यासा है। प्यासे जगत को प्यार से भर दो, प्यासे जगत को प्यार से भर दो, ये मेरी अभिलाषा है, मेरी ये अभिलाषा है। माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। तुझको तेरा हर बच्चा प्यारा, तुझको तेरा हर बच्चा प्यारा, रावण हो या रावण हो या रावण हो या रावण हो या माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। माँ तेरे निर्मल प्रेम को मेरा शत शत प्रणाम। मेरा शत शत प्रणाम, मेरा शत शत प्रणाम, मेरा शत शत प्रणाम।
We can all put our attention on our Sahasrara. And we can all pray to Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, please make us thoughtlessly aware. Shri Mataji, please take us all into meditation. We can say the mantra of Shri Nirvicharita. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvicharita Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namah. In this state of meditation, we will all listen to Srimataji's talk.
Today, we are going to worship the Mahalakshmi, which I think is very. Today, we are going to worship the Mahalakshmi, which I think is very much worshipped in this country, where they worship her as Maria. And also there's a Swambhu of Maria, you must have seen. And also there was an apparition of her. First I never believed that it could be, but then after feeling the vibrations, now I know it was true, that she did appear here in an apparition. She appeared before me also, you must have seen in a photograph. This is the principle by which you have risen to this state. The central path of your ascent is created by Mahalakshmi power for the Kundalini to rise. In the temple of Mahalakshmi in Kolhapur, they always sing the song of Udo Udo Ambe. So I asked the people there, why do you sing Ambe's song in Mahalakshmi's temple? So they said that we don't know why we do it. But is it wrong? I said no. Because only in the Mahalakshmi channel, Kundalini can rise. And Kundalini is the Amba. That's how, you see, they understood and they were really amazed that I explained it very well. Because from ancient times, this song has been sung there. And they never knew why this song is sung. Coming to the point of Mahalakshmi, we have to understand what does it do, what is help, is that this Mahalakshmi channel or the Mahalakshmi's powers have created within us a proper balance, a proper route for Kundalini to rise. Left and right has been balanced, and she is the one who creates and makes a wider path for Kundalini to rise. This is the path of compassion and love. Through that compassion and love, she creates this path because she knows that if the path is not wide enough, the Kundalini cannot rise. Ultimately, one reaches a state where you start seeking, and when you start seeking, your Mahalakshmi principle has been awakened. That is awakened, and sometimes it is very strong. Then you start seeking in a mad way. I'm sorry to say that many are already lost in seeking. But there are so many who have now come to the right path and to the right ascent. The another thing this Mahalakshmi principle does is to allow the Kundalini's power to go to different chakras also, to make a way to different chakras and corrects all the chakras. She is a very flexible force, I should say, which guides the Kundalini into different chakras, and she understands which chakra needs the help of the Kundalini. So you must have seen that when the Kundalini rises, how she pulsates, where she goes, where she shows the need is of your awakening. All this works out because she is full of compassion and love that you should get your absolute truth. We have many problems as it is, in Sahaja Yoga because when people are ascending, they carry on with them some of their past stones and they cannot climb. They try, then they fall. They try, then they fall. Then they go up again, they fall. But today I'm going to tell you about what is the state one has to achieve. As Sri Krishna has said it in the Gita, describes Sthitapragya, the second chapter, but it's very difficult to understand him. It is not so clear-cut as your mother is. So people don't understand what he's saying. Can you close the... And they ask a question, how? How do you reach that state of Sthitapragya? How do you get to that stage? But Gyaneshwara, when he wrote his Gyaneshwari, he called it as the Sahaja Sthiti, means the state of search. He didn't call Sthitapragya. He called it as Sahaja Sthiti, meaning the state of Sahaja. So he describes the Sahaja in a very beautiful manner and very subtle. Of course, Gyaneshwara also very few people understand, I think. A person who reaches that state is like a mirror. And so many faces pass over that mirror. So many look into that mirror. So many decorate in front of the mirror. But mirror is the same as it is. So the person who is a Sthitapragya or the person who is Sahaja is not bothered about what is facing him, who is facing whom, where he is. He stays within himself. He contains within himself. Like the sun, if the sun plays with his different rays, he is not lost. All the rays again return to him. In the same way, all the senses that we have, all the senses that are there do play around. But for a person who is in a Sahaja state, it doesn't matter, makes no difference. He is not involved, he just plays around. Again, all of them come back. This is the state you all have to achieve. Then you are really Sahaja. But I still find people lost getting money out of Sahaja. Some people lost getting out of leaderships. Some are lost in getting jealousies and envies and all that. So that means a lot of work has to be done still within. There is no need to work as such if you leave everything. That's why I always say meditate, because when you meditate, what happens that all these things that are pulling you down are finished. Gradually they disappear because you become yourself. You get content by yourself. And you are never bored. I am never bored. I don't know what boring word means, you see. When it is with you or alone, I never get bored. What is there to get bored? If you are not involved into anything, you never get bored. Another thing is you rise above all these things like greed. Now people who are greedy are still involved, making money here, making money there, all that thing. Those people who are still full of lust are still organizing some things like that. But in a Sahaja Sthiti, you just watch. You are just a witness. You are not lost into anything that is pulling you down. This state is not difficult to achieve for you at all because you have crossed over your mind. Now, all these things come to you through your mind. I've already said that mind is a myth, which you must accept. Myth is that this mind gives you ideas. Some people think, yes, mother, but. Yes, mother, but. This but is coming from your brain, from your mind. The brain is reality, but not the mind. The mind says but, and then you start feeling very depressed sometimes, unhappy. Because some people feel even bad because they are very good people that there are so few surgeons. Doesn't matter. Just watch. And this watching state, this witness state, is the Sahaja Sthiti. In that you become so subtle, you become yourself, meaning so subtle that nothing can disturb you, nothing can change you. Now see the nature as it is. You know there are 92 elements. And 92 elements, none of them can be, say for example, you cannot make silver into gold, gold into silver. The atoms are so arranged that they have certain valencies. And apart from atom, even molecules are so arranged that they have their own structure. You cannot change. If you try to change, then you create bombs, atomic bomb, this bomb. It's absolutely destructive. It's only human beings who can change, who can transform. Now look at the blessings that you are a human being and you can be transformed and you can be made into a new element, that is the self. This is the speciality of human being. But if somebody that is false guru or somebody, he tries to do something, you'll explode. I've seen people who have been to false gurus, they still faint, they still have problems, they still get trouble more than people who have been without that. They are also all right now, much of them are improved. But this is one thing one should understand, that in one way, when you are analyzing and when you are breaking an atom or you are breaking a molecule and trying to transform, it explodes. It doesn't work out. The other way around is that when you try to synthesize, then you can form anything in the nature. Like this is now being brought out by synthesizing. This plastic is created by synthesizing. Matter can be synthesized and can be brought together. And human beings have to get synthesized also. They can be synthesized better than matter because they change, they transform. Now, for example, there is gold. You make gold into ornaments, make into anything. It remains all the time gold. Gold is gold. It is there. It is not that by changing them into ornaments, it changes. Its element is there, gold is there. But for human beings, they get transformed when they are synthesized. This is a very big difference between the matter and the nature and human being. Matter, nature are different absolutely from human beings. Human beings, once they are transformed, it's like a living process. They become like flowers. But still, it is not that you see in the nature. It's not the same as you see in the nature because nature doesn't have a mind. It doesn't have a mind. It just is under the control of the divine or nature that is working out that way. But here you are under your own control. Here you can control yourself. in this synthesis which is growing inside you, what you find that you are completely in control of yourself. You know what is happening to you. Now you start seeing yourself separating from all these things. Some people come and tell me, Mother, see, my ego is very bad, you just take it out. He sees his ego. He sees what is the problem is. Somebody says, Mother, my navi is very bad, I'm still busy with the money. He sees it. First starts the knowledge about yourself. We call as self-knowledge. But one has to even go beyond self-knowledge. By that knowledge, what do? We have to see. When you have the knowledge, first we say there's no knowledge. People have no knowledge, they're ignorant, there's darkness, all that. Now the light has come, you can see. You can know what's wrong with you. Now you start separating yourself from all those things that you see as wrong within you. You see them getting out. So many nonsensical things there are. Like we have jealousies, envy, greed, lust. I mean, it's horrible things to say on a Diwali function. See. So the Diwali is that one by one, so many lights are enlightened. And you start seeing it first. First you start seeing what is wrong with it. And then as you see it, you don't want it. Then you work out to get rid of it, to become clean. Now this also knowledge disappears. You don't have to have any knowledge. You are there. You are there. There is no need to know about your chakras, you are just there. At that stage, nothing matters. You become just like a stone, I can say. Stone with a brain intact and a heart intact and a liver intact. You just don't mind anything. Don't get upset with anything. You just enjoy the love and compassion. That's true. And the ripples that come back to you. Even that is lost after some time, and you are just nothing but such. That is the state people achieved. In those days, they achieved the state. But with that, what lacking happened, that get lost. They all got lost. They couldn't do anything to others. One person getting it, becoming great, finished. Or two persons at the most. So, now Sahaja Yoga stands first of all at the knowledge state, where you have the knowledge. First, you should first of all have full knowledge about yourself. The self-knowledge should be complete. Then in the third stage, we should say that when the knowledge is full, you should get rid of all those things that you know about yourself, which are useless, which are hampering your progress, which you know is wrong. Like I see some dirt falling on my sari, I'll just clean it out like that. Then you start separating yourself into that Sahaja state. But still, in Sahaja Yoga, you develop another dimension, which is collective consciousness. That is the modern Sahaja Yoga. In the olden days, they didn't have this. So they just all got lost. Now you have collective consciousness. And in that collective consciousness, you start feeling others, feeling for others, compassion for others, and you start working out for others. In that also, sometimes, when you are working around, you think how much money I can make, what I can achieve as a leader, or some sort of thing is still there. But this collective consciousness starts growing. When it starts growing, then you become, as I said, drop in the ocean, means complete ocean. You become complete ocean. So the ocean has its own maryadas. It doesn't bother. It has to live with its maryadas, lives with its maryadas. It doesn't want to cross any boundaries, all right. Accept it. It will not cross its boundaries. In the same way, it happens that you are very self-contained. You are not selfish, but you become very self-contained. You are contained within yourself. I know many Sahajogis are angry that I have not punished many horrible people who have been troubling Sahajoga. I don't have to bother. There's Param Chaitanya which is doing a lot of work. Let it look after. Why should I bother about anyone? You see, after all, things are working out, so why to interfere? My job is just to watch, just to see. That's sufficient. There's no need for me to kill anybody in this lifetime or to destroy. They are destroyed by themselves. I've told you that I need not expose people, but whichever country I go, I find people get exposed. I run away from there, really, sometimes, thinking that God knows what is more is going to come. Even little attention on any country, it just works out. Even without my knowledge, oh my God, I said, when did I do that? So, one has to become, of course, he becomes the power of divine love, no doubt. He becomes the power of divine love, but he doesn't handle it. Left to this divine power, which it's working, which is also separated from me. You'll be surprised. I'm alone. Absolutely alone. Even this power is separated from me, but his power knows what is good for human beings, what is good for Sahajoga. It works on its own. I don't interfere. It's a reflex action. Believe me, it's a reflex action. Maybe you might say, Mother, you have made it, oh, all right, whatever it is. But I don't interfere with it. I don't have to tell anything to it. It just works, and it's working so well. I'll give an example. Once in England, long time back, they said, Mother, we want to have a very long summer. I said, why do you want to ask such things? No, Mother, we must have a long summer, very long summer, very. 3-4 times they said it, and it was a very long, horrible summer in London. and it's not like India where we have air conditioning, fans, something we have, at least hand fans. There was nothing there. So we didn't know. We had a little gallery, we used to sleep in that. So we went to the shop in England, and we asked in London city for a fan. So they said, all right, after 3 months, you order us. After 3 months, when it will be very cold, they will give us the fan. So we said, we don't want any fans. So my daughter sent 2 fans by plane. And that's how we managed. You see, Indians, we feel very hot because we have had a lot of sun in our country. We feel much hotter than any one of you. The way you sit in the sun, we can't understand. In India, they used to say an Englishman and a mad dog can only go in the sun. So, our situation is like that we cannot go in the sun because we have had too much. And this summer, you see, was so tremendous, that after that one thing good happened, that ochre color appeared on the leaves. And then gradually the red and all that of the autumn season was best at that time. And then one Sahajogi dreamt that Mother asked me to drive in her backyard. So he told everybody that Mother has been asking me to drive in the backyard. So I telephoned to him. So I didn't know he had dreamt like that can you come along for a while? I want to go and see this autumn all over England. So he came and we were driving miles together. And then they told me, Mother, it was so, he told us that was my backyard. Can you imagine that he was driving for miles together, beautiful, just like Canada. The whole England was filled with beauty of autumn. So even if there's something like that happens, it is compensated. It is compensated. And so beautiful it was. All the people were out in the autumn to see the beautiful colors of the nature, of different greenery, yellow, ochre, all kinds of colors were there. Surprisingly, in that country you'd never see all that. And because of the sun shining so bright, it was compensated. It was compensated by this Param Chaitanya. So the Param Chaitanya is looking after this. All these things are managed by Param Chaitanya. I am doing nothing. I am a Nishkriya. I'm just sitting down and watching. To me, nothing matters. You see, it's working out slowly and steadily. If you tell me something, supposing they said, Mother, we prayed to you and it happened. All right, maybe these people must have heard around me, not me. You see, and they must have done the job. And for that, I'm not responsible. In no way. Like one lady in Mexico had a son, was very sick and was about to die. She wrote a letter to me, 3 letters she wrote, that my son is going to die, he's a young fellow studying in Harvard. I didn't do anything, I never wrote to her. 4th letter came that he's completely cured. Now I didn't do that because I was just sitting in one place. And how is it? It has worked out. So everything, you see, you think I do is not done by me, is done by this Param Chaitanya. Because I am also separated from him, completely, absolutely separated. So they say, you pray now. You can pray. If you pray to these deities that are around. You pray to all these ganas and all that, not to me. Because I have nothing to do with it. You see, they don't tell me that I have to do this or I have to do that. So why should I tell them do this or do that? It is like that. And in that state only we can say you are in a sahaja state, where you don't desire anything, you don't want anything. I do everything, all kinds of things I am doing. Like the sun is doing, I am also doing, in the sense that I am looking after things, flowers, this, that. I am also receiving presents from you, I am receiving this from you. And then, see, I don't receive anything. I don't have anything. I have no interest in it. But you want to give for your joy, all right, have it. You want to put flowers, all right, you can have flowers. Even if these flowers are not, makes no difference to me as a person, I am saying. But as your mother, I love you. All of you, I love you. But I don't do anything as such to love you. And everybody says, Mother, you love us so much. When? When did I love you? I never even kissed you. But you always say, I love you very much. So what is this? Who is working it out? This is something which is not me, beyond me. This is the state in which once we rise, we will call it a sahaja sthiti. In the sahaja sthiti, you think you are doing nothing. Everything is working out. But at this stage, if I tell you, you say, oh, we are not doing anything. Why should we spread Sahaja Yoga? It's not our job. Just now. That's not your sthiti. That's why. So, you have to rise up to that state. That's only possible when you are in the knowledge state, where you have self-knowledge, the knowledge of the whole world. But if you go beyond knowledge, then you must have seen many a times I just say something. I just say something and it is there. I never feel vibrations of anyone or anything. I don't feel my kundalini either, nor any chakras, nothing. But I know automatically like a computer. But that computer also I am not. That's the trouble. It's difficult to explain to you what is this sthiti is, because you have to achieve it. Once you achieve it, then you are in a very subtle state. And that subtle state is nothing but bliss. But that bliss also you cannot enjoy. I don't know how to enjoy everything. Supposing now you say Jai Mataji. I forget even you are calling me. I also say Jai Mataji, finished. See, it is such a simple thing one has to understand, that the state in which one has to rise is a state where without doing anything, everything works out. If that is your state, all right, but it's not so. So you have to rise up to that state by doing. First you have to do it. First you have to know, and then knowledge has no need. Don't have to know. But first that has to be worked out and brought to that level. Now Diwali has this significance that on Diwali day what we do, we put lights all over. So that we put Sahaja Yoga everywhere. But does the light know about itself? Does the candle knows about itself? She enlightens everything, but she doesn't know. Like the moon which is giving moonlight, does it know itself? Does he enjoy? Nothing. In the same way, it happens that on a Diwali day, what you are doing is enlightening people, you are enlightening them, you are doing all this for them. It's a good idea. You must do it. But also know that you have to become the lamp yourself which doesn't know yourself. So there are two messages. The first one is that we have to enlighten the world. We have to enlighten others. This is the first one. Then we have to become that which is the light itself, and light itself doesn't know. Yesterday you are singing, you are the light, you are this thing. All right, so what? I was just saying, yes, if I am the light, I don't know myself. That's the state where you don't know you are the light. You just don't know that. It doesn't come into your head. Even so many times you have sung, you have said, 1,000 names there are, everything, but it doesn't come into my head that this is me you are talking about. Now when I say this, I don't know how you will react. Because human beings are queer birds, you see. You tell them something, maybe that your ego might come up and you say, yes, I am also just the same. There are many who came like that I am higher than Mataji. Baba, maybe, I don't know. There are many who said that I am Kalki. Nowadays there's one fellow going around saying I am Kalki, I am this, I am that. All right, doesn't matter. You be that. Very good idea. But if I say I am Adi Shakti, that means I don't know what I am, really. I had to say because people said, Mother, you have declared. Declare what? Whatever I am, that I am. Now I find by declaration, you people started growing more, so all right, have it that way. But there is no need for anyone to declare anything or to say anything. That is the state one has to achieve. But to get to that state, you have to work. And work is to spread Sahaja Yoga. You have to enlighten many lights. That means you will realize that you are the light which is enlightening on that. And then in a subtle way you will realize that I am the light. Many Sahaja Yogis are doing a lot of work and working it out, spreading Sahaja Yoga. It's a very great thing that has happened. In so many countries, the way it has spread, it has removed the darkness of religion, which was outside. It has darkness of so many racialism, thisism, thatism, all it has removed. So this has worked out the cleansing for you to have the clean water to swim. Once you start doing that, then you realize gradually that now the sea is clean. We just watch, we just see how it is working. I hope in your lifetime only you achieve this state where you achieve your complete work of self-realization to others. Those who do not give self-realizations to others, who just come for the pujas, these things are mediocres. They cannot rise very high. This coming to puja is what, like you just rise higher with the puja, then again you go down. But those who steadily grow will grow into this state, I'm sure. In my lifetime, I should be able to see such people who are such that if they stand here, they emit peace, they emit light, they emit everything. Because they are the light. They don't have to enlighten, but they are the light. Such a state has to be developed and to be worked out within yourself. And this state has been described by so many poets, so many saints and everything. But they were at that stage. And people thought, what is this they are talking? They thought they were mad. Even for Christ, they thought he is to be crucified. Because they couldn't understand it. Now you are gradually growing one by one, step by step, step by step. So now you understand this. You understand Christ. You understand all these people. And at this stage, you have still to work. Those who do not work for Sahaja Yoga cannot rise higher. You have to work for Sahaja Yoga, you have to spread it more, you have to work it out, enjoy each other, this brotherhood, everything. All the qualities of a beautiful personality should be there. Unless and until you achieve that state, then you can only rise higher to that state which I am describing is a Sahaja Sthiti. In that state you will be perfect. But you must get rid of all these things. And today is a day also of Mahalakshmi. The first thing is, I think, this madness about money. This should be understood, that it's real madness. Those who are rich have no money. You ask a rich man, he says, oh, I have no money. Why? What is this, all this? This is no money. You ask the poor man, he has no money. Rich man has no money. So it's a kind of a greed which is never satisfying, which never helps you. All these little things have to first drop out. Then your work should cleanse you. In your work you will know whether you are cleansing or not. In the work you will know how you are doing your work. Once that is done, then I'm sure some of you will achieve that state in my lifetime and your lifetime. That's what I want today to tell you on a Diwali day, that we have to become subtler and subtler and subtler. We should not be influenced by outside things. Like the outside thing is that some sort of a fashion starts. People who follow fashions are stupid. They are like blind mice. Anybody can lead them into anything. Now do this, they do it. That, they do it. So, if you try to follow any kind of a thought which is given to us by somebody else, in that thought you completely lose yourself and you become, I am this, I am Christian, I am Hindu, I am Muslim, I am Musalman. Stupidity. You are yourself. You are the Spirit. And when you become the Spirit, then you start knowing so much, and that knowledge is very important. This is the gap between a saint and a normal human being, which you have crossed gradually, so you know what are the problems of the human beings are, and dealing with human beings, you know how to deal with them. In Sahaja Yoga, only the collective consciousness in modern times has come. This collective consciousness, also the saints had, but they would not say. They would not say anything. They would not bother. All right, this fellow has this chakra, let him go to hell. Doesn't care. It's not question of not caring, but not bothered. They were sitting in a state which was just recording. All right, a ugly man goes before the mirror, all right. If a beautiful person goes before the mirror, is all right. In the same way, these people start allowing people to pass through. But we have to understand, still we have to grow. We have to still grow by working it out. Those people who are working it out and spreading it all over are the ones which are really very much there. And to them, I must say, the Param Chaitanya is just their servant. I have seen people who desire something, it works out. They ask for something, it works out. For that now, what should we have is the point. After getting realization, after getting everything, what should we have that we develop is the faith. Faith in yourself. Faith in that you are the Spirit, that you have the light and you have to enlighten others. This faith, when it grows deeper and deeper, then you think, oh, what I am the Spirit. If you are the Spirit, then this whole nature is with you. I know of some Sajogis. One of them was a fisherman. He was doing Sajoga work. He has tremendous faith in me, and somehow he was going to the another village to do Sajoga work. When he came out of his little hut, he found it's all full of clouds, black clouds. So he raised his hand and said, see now, I'm going for mother's work, and you dare not start rain. You keep as you are hanging there till I finish my work, you see, because he was going by boat. And other Sahajogis thought, what is he talking about? They all got into the boat, they reached the other village, they gave realization to others, he finished his lecturing, everything. He came back on the shore and he entered his house. When he was closing the door, all right, so go ahead, he said. And he managed. So the complete faith that this Parama Chaitanya is like your servant, is all the time waiting there to serve. Whatever you say will happen. But first you must have complete faith in yourself that you are a Sahaja. Even now I find, you see, people have some lust, some sort of a horrible things in them. So first you must be established in Dharma. Dharma is, as you know, is righteousness. If you are in the righteousness, there's no question. There's no question that this Param Chaitanya won't obey you. But supposing you want today something and it doesn't work out, then even to get disappointed itself is not a very good thing. Disappointment also is a sign of your immaturity. What is there to be disappointed? Maybe that was good for you. Supposing I lose my way. I'm going this way and I lose my way, I don't know where to go. So I get lost. It's all right. What is there? Wherever I am there. How can I be lost to myself? And then what I find? That I had to go that way. Because I was to meet somebody, I've been wanting to meet somebody and meet that person there. Can you imagine? Such things happen with me. And even if I don't meet, so what? I was to go that side. I have to leave some vibrations perhaps. It's like that. So once you know that whatever you are doing in command, full faith, actually the whole authority comes to you through your faith, which word is satta in Sanskrit, meaning the truth. The truth gives you the authority. If you have the truth with you, you have the absolute truth with you, then you have the authority. And the authority is such that authorizes you, not others, but to you. This authority that you have works and works. I've seen with simple Sahajogis, very simple, uneducated also, are very powerful Sahajogis. But they have one thing is faith, complete faith. Then the another word in Sanskrit is titiksha, means patience, saburi. Patience. You must have patience. If you don't have patience, you want immediately something to be done. How will you see the whole thing working out? Many people are extremely jittery and very fast running. This world is running so fast, and you are the ones who have stood out and watching this rat race. You are not one of them. So must have titiksha, means you must have patience. So you must have faith in yourself fully and also patience. How Sahaja Yoga is working out or how this Param Chaitanya is working out. If it works this way, all right, that way, all right. It is some meaning. If it works this way, there's some meaning. If it is that way, it has some meaning. Now another thing which is important is the faith in your Guru. If you have faith in your Guru, Param Chaitanya is kind to you. It's very helpful. But if you doubt, then Param Chaitanya also doubts. Because Param Chaitanya knows you through your Guru. Whether it is me or any other real Guru, it's the same. But with me, of course, because, I'm very forgiving, so people start taking liberties. With another Guru, you see, he will beat them. He'll do all kinds of horrible things to you if you are not there. See, I've told you many stories about the Gurus, how they treat the good Gurus, their disciples. But I forgive. I don't say anything, let it be. Doesn't matter. Because I think by leaving them alone, only they will rise and they will come up to this stage. But it happens sometimes that it may work the other way around, that if they are forgiven, then they take it for granted. It's all right. There's freedom. You can take it for granted, you can do what you like, you can get lost, I have nothing to say. So the faith in yourself is with patience you watch. And do not get disappointed with anything whatsoever. Now just imagine so many people have got realization. So many saints in this world. Have you seen? Yesterday I was surprised the way the French were singing so well. First time I had to take a harmonium to teach them how to sing one line. Half an hour I tried, I couldn't do. The same French have reached that state of creativity. You see, all your potential will rise. It will express itself. But be careful not to get into ego about it. Gradually it will flower, and others who are surrounding you will get the fragrance of it, and they'll come to Sahaja Yoga. That is the blessing. At that time, the blessing of the real divine will be that you will be raised to the state which we call as a perfect. Purnatva is called, complete. That completeness will come. But you judge yourself. Are you absolutely one with Sahaja? Are you absolutely dedicated to Sahaja? Or other things are more important to you than Sahaja Yoga? Then go ahead. There is something to be understood very clearly, that there is no competition in Sahaja Yoga. Cannot be. There is no competition. There is no envy. There is no backbiting. Nothing. It is, you are different people. You are saints. Your style is different. You are absolutely above all these things. You cannot be dishonest. You cannot cheat people. You cannot do this. And if you are doing that even now, then please try to understand that you have still to grow into it. Some people think they are very high up in Sahaja Yoga. It's not so. It's not so. If by thinking what you are, then you are lost. What you have to do is to understand, what have I done? How many people have given realization? To how many people have talked about it? People are shy even to talk about Sahaja Yoga. I've seen one lady was traveling with me, very hot. I said, Baba, who is she? This one, I don't know. So she told me the name of her guru. She said, my guru is like this, guru like that, guru like that. I said, my God, this heat coming out of this woman, and she's talking so much. But a Sahaja Yogi will not tell anybody what is Sahaja Yoga. They feel shy. They'll have 100 friends, They'll meet 100 friends, but they will never tell them what Sahaja Yoga is. They'll be shy to tell them. They wouldn't mind going to parties. See, if the others are drinking, they'll say, all right, I don't drink. But they'll not say, I'm a Sahaja Yogi. I cannot drink. By nature, I cannot drink. They will not say that. So, this is the third point. One has to know the announcement. You must have faith in yourself and you must announce. All the saints announced. They were killed for that. You saw how Socrates was given poison. Doesn't matter. Nobody is going to kill you now. In these modern times, there's fundamental rights to exist. So nobody can kill you. Take it from me. But you must announce. And the announcement should be with full faith and understanding about Sahaja Yoga, how important it is. The purpose is to transform the whole world. With your transformation, the whole world transforms. It's a very complicated thing. Otherwise, Sahaja Yoga is extremely complicated because how it works. The other day, you remember, the mic had failed completely and I was giving the lecture and still I was talking. The mic had failed. But everybody was listening to me. What had happened? Did I enter into the ether? What happened? I don't know. I didn't even know that mic had failed. I was thinking there is mic, that the way people were listening to me. But then they told that half lecture was without the mic. And everybody was absolutely listening to me. You see, it is something that one has to wonder and appreciate what things are happening now. Where are we going? We are going into the kingdom of God. And all the blessings, all the bliss will be on. Then this bliss, knowledge, everything becomes one, nothing but bliss. And you are in that state of bliss which you don't even know, but just that. The greatest bliss is that you don't know anything. You're just there. I hope all of you achieve that state with this Diwali being done in Portugal, which is a special place, I think, of Mahalakshmi, because she appeared here, as they say, and also this Swayambhu that we have also is that of Mahalakshmi face. So I'm sure it will work out for all of you. It's a little subtle state I'm talking about, but it is, I have to tell you, that one has to rise up to that state. And that state is very, very easy to achieve for you. It's slowly, gradually. Then you don't have to do anything. You go into a village and everything will be there. See now what happened. I went to Cairo. Everybody was saluting me. I was wondering what has happened. I went to Leningrad. Thousands came to my program. I asked them, how did you come to my program? It's obvious. From your face, it's obvious. They just saw a small little advertisement in the newspaper. It's obvious that you are divine. That should happen. And then you can announce that Sahaja Yoga is the only way. Then you can announce. There's no harm. People feel very shy to say something to their friends and things. And you must know that all of those whom you love, whom you know, will go to hell, or where they'll hang in the limbo or what. If you have achieved it, you should pull them out also. They may not. They may not be seekers, doesn't matter now. I think we are finished with the seekers now. Must be. We must have people who are not so seeking. It looks like that. So, may God bless you.
We can all rise for the Aarti.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार।
विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना
माँ, सबको दुआ देना।
जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ। लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना।
दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता,
माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी।
दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधुर संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधुर संगीत सुन लो। हो सके जो सेवा, हो सके जो सेवा हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी सरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमः। नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री भगवती आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
Shri Mataji, thank you for all your love, your protection, and your divine attention on all of us. Mother, if we have committed any mistakes, knowingly or unknowingly, against your dignity, please forgive us. Tava pada padni mata sarvam samarpayami, sarvam samarpayami, sarvam samarpayami. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. You can all take collective bandhan and do namaskar.
Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all pray to Shri Mataji, keeping our hand on our heart. Shri Mataji, please, all of us, pray to you to please guide us how to establish all the new seekers in Sahaj Yoga in Karnataka. O Divine Mother, please help us and give all the courage so that we can help all the new seekers to establish in Sahaj Yoga and be in your divine protection. Jai Shri Mataji, there are few announcements. In the last few months, we have done a lot of public programs. A lot of seekers also comes to the main center. So I request all the seekers who are coming from last 2-3 months and they need any guidance or help, please come forward and ask us, And I request all the Sahajogis also to pay personal attention to all the newcomers so that whatever help they need, clearance they need, we can provide them time to time. And we can guide them also to which lecture of Shri Mataji to listen if they have some doubts. So I request all the Sahajogis to help all the new seekers, take their phone number, contact them and talk to them and motivate them to listen Shri Mataji's speeches so that all their doubts can be cleared. And the Sahajogis who want to do the clearance, personal vibration exchange, candling, foot soaking, everything, they can all come to the main center little early because here people are there from 9 o'clock onwards so that we can help you out for all the clearance, whatever is required. And there is a public program in Mangalore planned next month, 17 to 18 December. So for all the details, when the people will be going for posting and all, Rajesh is here, you can contact to him. He will set all the things right for Mangalore public program. And there will be a kids meditation for short meditation. And we have a new couple recently married, Somnath and Lavanya. Please come, Somnath and Lavanya. Come here, stand. Where is Lavanya? And you have to give say a beautiful couplet, and we all will congratulate them for their happy married life. Somnath and Lavanya.
Jai Shri Mataji. Yeah. I'll go to the corner, I think that's better. Jai Shri Mataji. So this year in Diwali Puja, by Shri Mataji's grace, Lavanya and myself, we got married in the Sahaj ceremony. Lavanya comes from, she's in the right now part of Pune Collective, and like as many of you know, like you've interacted with me, then you'll know that I'm a part of Bangalore Collective for the last few years, approximately I think 7 to 8 years. So I would just like thank Shri Mataji, take this opportunity to thank Shri Mataji, and like request everybody's blessings as well and best wishes so that we grow further as a couple in Sahaj with the principles as recommended and guided by Shri Mataji. Thank you so much. Okay. I'll probably repeat the same one which I said there. Okay. So I'll repeat the same, since right now nothing is coming to my mind. I'll just say that same couplet which I recited before Shri Mataji in the Diwali Puja a couple of weeks back. So it goes like this. So it was for that particular day. So that's why I had mentioned, I started with the evening. So I said, Aaj ki sham, as Lavanya goes, Sham se pink. Shri Mataji, by your grace, thank you so much for completing my life's missing link. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. I'm so happy to see you all and meet you in this collective. I think like Bangalore is like very known place all over. It's very like very joyous to hear that like when I heard about the announcement in the Bangalore. But I wasn't expecting that I would be Bangalore because I haven't been here. But it was like Shri Mataji's desire that was given to me. So I warmly like accept this one. Seeing like Shri Mataji's smiling all over here. So it's very nice to be here. Thank you. it's a desire to get a son of Shumate ji as a husband. It's a desire to get a son of Shumate ji as a husband. And Shumate ji has shown giving the light of the sun towards me at her lotus feet as Somnath. Jai Shumate ji.
Anybody who has come for the first time or they are coming from last few months, please come forward so that we can help them. कोई पहली बार आए हैं या अभी पिछले 2-3 महीने से आ रहे हैं तो आगे आ जाइए, प्लीज कम फॉरवर्ड. बच्चों का हाँ, किड्स मेडिटेशन. All the kids come on the right side of the stage for a small short meditation.